This is the advisor orientation for Medical Spelling Round 2 for Alabama HOSA's State Leadership Conference. Review of medical spelling. Round 1 takes place Thursday morning at 10:30 a.m. with the test, and then round 2 is Thursday afternoon beginning at 2:30. The event manager personnel orientations takes place at 1:45, and the judge orientation takes place at 2:10. Please see the competitive event schedule for your specific room. Round 1 is a test only, so you need to be prepared to run the event. Round 2 portion will require judges. Plan to have 2 judges, but the event can be ran with 1 judge. Advisors will be managing the event, and event personnel may include advisors with students in the event. Preparations for State Leadership Conference. Print and review your event's guidelines. The event manager is responsible for coordinating the event, and they must report to headquarters to get the event binder. Other event personnel should plan to meet in the event room for the setup, and the personnel should start orienting the judges referencing the HOSA Spelling Judge recommendations forms, as well as the other parts of the guideline. Related to confidentiality, all advisors should complete the online confidentiality agreement prior to SLC found here at this link. Dana has already emailed out that link, so please try to get that done before the conference. Limited hard copies are available in headquarters. Confidentiality has to be of utmost importance in order to assure equity in future events. Advisors and students are not allowed to enter or observe an event other than their assigned one at any time for any reason. Pictures or copies may not be taken of the events, secret topic, skills, or equipment. Round 2 specifics. 6 competitors with the highest score from round 1 will advance to round 2. Based on the written test scores, round 2 competitors will be seated in ascending order from the lowest test score to the highest for the spell down. This basically makes it where the person who scored the best will be spelling last to start with. The spell down list of terms will be arranged from easy to difficult within the advancing rounds. The competitors draw numbers, we call it out of fishbowl numbers, in turn to indicate what number term they received on the moderator's list. Other round 2 specifics, the moderator will pronounce each term, and a judge can give a definition if requested, because the judge is basically looking it up in a dictionary when the moderator gives the term. The competitor must pronounce the word, spell it, then pronounce it again, and they must complete the spelling within 2.5 minutes. The competitor who misspells the term is eliminated and may exit at the end of that round if desired. The next competitor gets a new term, except when there are only 2 competitors left, the elimination procedure changes, so make sure you check that part. Related to spell down results, we need to use this form here on the right for documenting the order that competitors are eliminated. So there are written out instructions of how to use the spell down results form for correct documentation. Orientation for this event is completed through the video. The binders should be picked up at headquarters, so if the event manager has any specific questions, they can ask at that point. A separate binder video has been sent out, so please be sure to view that video so you know exactly what will be found in the binder, because the manager will receive the following at headquarters: a binder with event directions, a top 6 competitor list, scripts, event survey forms, judges' gifts. If the assigned event manager cannot attend or pick up the materials, notify Dana Stringer as soon as possible. Another member of the event team will be asked to attend, and it is imperative that someone be present to obtain the event materials and any additional instructions. Be familiar with medical spelling guidelines and follow them precisely. After picking up the event binder, make a plan to orient the judges, get the students in the room, roll call, ID check, orient the students, Check the dress code. There are no guidelines required for round 2. Plan to time the spelling per competitor and keep the judges on schedule. Suggestions. Orient the judges to the rubrics and time limits of the event. Make sure they're familiar with the guidelines. Review the important points to be sure they understand. Review the judge recommendations for host of spelling. Plan out each person's role to make the spell down flow correctly. Just other suggestions, each room will have a table outside the door. Plan to check the roster and ID, and then discreetly check the dress code at the table as they enter the room. If there is a dress code violation, keep it confidential. Have a second event person discreetly look at the student's dress and make a mutual decision. If you're unsure, err on the side of the student. If there is a violation, document it, and the points will be adjusted at headquarters. A reminder that we are documenting the violations on the master summary form that we discussed in the binder video. The guidelines do state that the HOSA uniform or proper business attire is appropriate for this event. Dress code documentation, we're only documenting that if they do not meet dress code. Suggestions for running the event related to orientation for the competitors. After the students have been checked in and are in the room, instruct the students to the process of the event, the order in which they will compete, any questions that they have, and explain when they can exit the room if they desire to upon elimination. Additional information, we cannot give individual students or teams suggestions for improvement, but the judges can create a list of general suggestions that Dana can share with everyone after State Leadership Conference. Make this list of suggestions on the event survey. And a reminder that consistency makes equitable competitive events. Keep the goal in mind. Our goal is to set an example of high standards and integrity for our students while being as fair and equitable as possible. These are leadership qualities we hope to instill in all our members. Be the example. Conduct the event as you would like others to conduct events for your students. Grievances. If a student has a grievance, listen carefully. If you can fix the issue, fix it if it can be fair for all involved. If you're unsure how to fix it or if it even needs to be fixed, refer to their advisor. Their advisor can bring the grievance to headquarters in a professional and confidential manner. Keep in mind that everyone is doing their best and that we are all human. When the event is complete, thank the judges, provide them with a thank you card and a gift. The card will be already in the binder when you get it, and the gift should be picked up at headquarters. Gather all supplies and straighten the room. Complete the event survey. That's the event personnel, managers, and judges should complete the survey. Refer to the binder for instructions on what items should be placed in the front binder pocket, and make sure all items on the check-in sheet are accounted for. I have a picture of the completion sheet, or what we're calling the check-in sheet, here in the upper right corner. The event manager or personnel should return the binder and all other supplies to headquarters. Thank you so much. We could not make Alabama HOSA State Leadership Conference possible without you.